Good afternoon, my viewers. My name is Bernice. So today I'm making jollof rice. So I've already steamed my meat. So I've got beef and I've got chicken. So the spices, these are the spices, as you can see. These are the spices that I used, all peppers, and this one is my very own spices from Ghana. So I've got my ginger, garlic, onion mixture already blended here, tomato puree, and I've got chopped tomatoes in here with some one scotch bonnet, onion, ginger, yes, and I've already washed my rice as well, 1 cup of rice. So I used this cup to measure it, so I got exactly 1 cup and I've already washed it nicely. So in here I've got my onion already coloring. So what I'll do now is I'm going to add some of the blended ginger and the garlic mixture, not too much but enough to taste in the food. We'll now mix it. So as you can see, it's bubbling up. So I'm now going to add about 2 spoons of tomato puree, or enough. It depends on how much blended tomatoes you've got. I like a lot tomato puree in my food. It makes it taste very nice and yummy and delicious and give it more flavor. And as you can see, the heat is on 4, and I've already put in the oven on 180 degrees. So I'm going to put the chicken and the beef in the oven. So I'm going to put that off now. That is done, and I'll concentrate on the stew or the sauce for the jollof. So mix it nicely until it's cooperated enough. Sorry for my English, I made a mistake there. So as you can see, it's mixed very nicely, and I used 2 chopped onions. I chopped it myself. So I sliced them myself, 2 onions, big onions, and I sliced them myself. So now that is all mixed, I'm going to add the blended tomatoes. Don't waste the rest, you will need it. So yeah, mix them together nicely. As you can see, it's nicely mixed. If you want, you can add more tomato puree to it. So I've lowered it to 2 because I don't want them to spill, and it's going to mess all over the cooker. So I'm adding a bit more tomato puree, but please note, you have to measure everything, but I didn't measure it today. I'm feeling a bit lazy, so I didn't measure, but I normally weigh all my ingredients before I cook with them. So Right now, what I'm going to do, let me put the phone on the phone down for now. So as you can see me, if you can see me, that's fine. So I've got that, sorry about that. And I've got my nkete. I've got all purpose, as you can see. You see, don't put this on the side of it, not too much. Whenever you're doing jollof rice, you don't put salt in the stew. Well, I don't put salt in the stew until I'm done. And because the spices that you might put in will make the stew salty. Anyway, whenever I make it, I don't put salt at all. I always put the spices, and then I mix them together. And then I'm going to cover it and then leave it on for about 5 to 10 minutes. And once it's done, I'm going to taste for salt. I'm going to clean up my mess. So as I cook, I clean up. As I cook, I clean. That's what I always do. It's very good to clean as you cook. Otherwise, you get yourself too much job at the end of cooking. So that's just a tip, guys. Okay. So now I'm going to put the meat that already cooked. Ooh. On a tray and put them in the oven to give it a bit of color. And oh yeah, I've got some turkey as well. I forgot to mention. At the end of my cooking, I'm going to leave the sauce on the meat. I'm going to use it to cook the jollof. It will give a very nice flavor, and the aroma will be very, very, very good. So as you can see, it has split all over the cooker, as I said earlier. So the stew has finally, so what I did is I divided it into two. So one is proper stew and one is just the stew for the rice. So I've tasted for salt or anything, if you need more spices or anything, but it's okay. And I've got the sauce from the meat earlier, so I'm going to pour that in and add more rice. So as you can see, you don't need enough water, you only need a little more water just to cover it. And here's the water. Mix it. And I'm going to taste for salt. Okay, it needs just a tiny bit. Just that. So the meat is not ready. So once the meat is ready, I'm just going to add it to it. And that's it. I'm done. So in my next video that I will do, I will show you step by step, proper one, step by step, very details. I give you all the details so that you guys can cook it. Okay, so all I can say now is thank you, and hope you guys subscribe to my channel, and I promise I'm not going to let you down. Thank you, viewers. Bye for now.